In the coming months, the technology world may face an event that many analysts are already calling the beginning of the biggest artificial intelligence war since the emergence of the internet. According to several Silicon Valley insiders, Elon Musk has finally decided to challenge the absolute dominance of NVIDIA and is currently preparing a project that the industry already refers to as a weapon against monopoly. The project involves creating giant next-generation AI chips designed not merely to compete with NVIDIA, but to completely change the rules of the game in the artificial intelligence market. What is especially interesting is that, according to people familiar with the situation, these chips are not being designed only for data centers. Their main purpose is to train millions of Tesla vehicles, Optimus humanoid robots, military AI systems, autonomous factories, and even future Martian colonies of SpaceX. And if even half of the leaks turn out to be true, the world may witness the beginning of a new technological era in which the main supplier of intelligence for machines will no longer be NVIDIA, but Elon Musk's empire. Most people still do not fully understand how much power NVIDIA has gained in recent years. The company has effectively become the oil superpower of the new digital age. In the past, nations fought over oil, gas, and rare earth metals. But now the world's largest corporations and governments are battling for computing power. Without modern AI chips, it is impossible to train neural networks, create autonomous cars, robots, military systems, medical models, digital governments, and future supercomputers. And today, NVIDIA controls most of that market. Their H100 and Blackwell chips are sold out even before production begins. The world's largest corporations are literally standing in line for deliveries. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, OpenAI, and Meta all depend on NVIDIA. Elon Musk clearly understands that such dependence is extremely dangerous for his future projects. According to the respected publication Reuters, Tesla and xAI have sharply increased purchases of server equipment and expanded computing capacity in recent months. But behind the scenes, a much more important process is unfolding. Insiders claim that Musk is extremely dissatisfied with how dependent the AI market has become on NVIDIA. According to them, Tesla has long discussed the idea of creating a completely independent computing ecosystem, from chips to giant data centers. And the Dojo project, which many people have only vaguely heard about, may turn out to be just the tip of the iceberg. When Tesla first revealed its Dojo supercomputer to the world, many analysts underestimated what was happening. At the time, it looked like just another internal project for training autonomous driving systems. But now, it is becoming clear that Dojo may be the first step toward building a full alternative to NVIDIA's infrastructure. According to engineers familiar with the architecture of the project, Tesla is betting not on conventional graphics cards, but on a completely different computing system. Instead of many separate GPUs, the company is building enormous computing tiles that function as a single organism. It resembles a giant digital brain capable of simultaneously training millions of neural networks. The most interesting part is the sheer size of these systems. Sources claim that Tesla is already testing new generations of chips whose surface area is several times larger than standard AI accelerators. Inside the industry, such projects are called wafer-scale AI systems, computing platforms nearly the size of an entire silicon wafer. This is incredibly expensive, extremely difficult to manufacture, and requires completely new cooling technologies. But these giant chips could provide a colossal advantage in AI training speed. Why are such enormous AI chips needed at all? The answer is simple. Modern artificial intelligence consumes computing power at a terrifying rate. Every new level of AI requires exponentially more energy and computational capacity. To train a neural network at the level of GPT or future intelligence for millions of robots, companies no longer need thousands of accelerators, but hundreds of thousands. Today, the world's largest data centers consume as much electricity as entire cities, and this is only the beginning. According to analysts at Bloomberg, Elon Musk wants to solve this problem radically. Instead of relying on external suppliers, he aims to create a vertically integrated AI empire. Tesla will simultaneously produce vehicles, robots, energy storage systems, data centers, and its own chips. According to Musk, This is exactly what will make it possible to win the future artificial intelligence race. Insiders claim that there is now a real cult of computing power inside Tesla. The company is literally buying up everything connected to AI infrastructure. Huge gigafactory hangars are gradually turning into data processing centers. In some Tesla divisions, engineers are already working around the clock testing liquid cooling systems, new server racks, and special power modules for future AI complexes. Special attention is being given to Tesla Optimus robots, and this is where giant AI chips could change everything. Most modern humanoid robots are still extremely limited. They learn slowly, poorly understand the world, and require enormous computational resources even for simple actions. But Tesla wants to create millions of robots capable of learning almost in real time. That requires colossal computing power. According to several technology bloggers connected to Tesla suppliers, the company is already modeling scenarios where millions of Tesla vehicles and Optimus robots simultaneously send data into giant AI data centers. Imagine a digital nervous system for the planet. Every car sees the road. Every robot interacts with objects. All mistakes, movements, conversations, decisions, and reactions are instantly sent into the cloud to train a shared neural network. And the more devices are connected, the smarter the entire system becomes. But processing such an amount of information requires monstrous computational power. That is why Tesla may be building giant next-generation AI chips. Some analysts are already comparing what is happening to the Manhattan Project, only in the world of artificial intelligence. The only difference is that now the weapon is not an atomic bomb, but computing power. According to rumors, the cost of a single new Tesla AI cluster could reach several $billion. Some of the company's server facilities are already being compared to small power plants. And the main problem now is not even chip production, but cooling. Modern AI systems generate so much heat that engineers are forced to create specialized liquid cooling systems resembling technologies from nuclear energy. Interestingly, many experts believe Musk is trying to do the same thing Tesla once did with electric vehicles. Back then, almost everyone said it was impossible to compete with automotive giants. But Tesla did not simply compete, it transformed the industry. Now Musk may attempt to repeat that scenario against NVIDIA. The stakes in this war are far higher. In the coming years, the AI market could be worth trillions of dollars. The winner will gain control over the technologies of the future: autonomous transportation, robots, medical AI, military systems, industry, and even the digital economies of entire nations. Sources claim that next-generation systems are already being discussed inside xAI, systems capable of training AI dozens of times faster than current solutions. Some engineers call this an AI factory, a factory of artificial intelligence. Huge server complexes will produce intelligence the same way Gigafactory produces batteries and vehicles. This especially alarms competitors. According to several insiders, Silicon Valley is closely monitoring Musk's actions. Many companies fear that Tesla and xAI could create their own closed AI ecosystem operating more efficiently than NVIDIA's solutions. If that happens, the balance of power in the industry could change forever. The most frightening thing for competitors is the combination of all Musk's assets at once. Tesla possesses an enormous amount of real-world road data. SpaceX is building the Starlink satellite communication infrastructure. xAI is developing its own language models. Optimus is supposed to become the mass-market robot of the future, and the new giant AI chips could unite all of this into one system. Some analysts already suggest that Musk's ultimate goal is the creation of a global artificial intelligence capable of simultaneously managing millions of machines, robots, and infrastructure systems. This is no longer simply competition with NVIDIA. It is an attempt to build an entirely new type of technological empire. Especially interesting are rumors that Tesla's future chips may be integrated not only into data centers, but also directly into vehicles and robots themselves. This means Tesla wants to create a completely unified intelligence for all its technology. Cars, robots, home systems, and even future Martian bases could operate as one connected network. That is exactly why giant AI chips are becoming so important. They are the heart of the new technological era. Without them, it is impossible to create a truly autonomous world of the future. Elon Musk understands this perfectly well. That is why billions of dollars are now flowing not only into vehicles and rockets, but also into computing power. Some sources claim that within the next few years, Tesla may unveil a new supercomputer that will become the largest AI system in the company's history. Some insiders are convinced that this very project is supposed to become the main weapon against NVIDIA's dominance. If even part of these rumors prove true, humanity may already be standing on the threshold of the largest technological war of the 21st century. And at the center of this war will no longer be oil or weapons, but giant AI chips capable of training artificial intelligence on a planetary scale. But the most interesting part is beginning right now, because according to several insiders from the American semiconductor industry, the next stage of the project is already being discussed inside Tesla and xAI, the creation of fully autonomous AI computing cities. And this is not simply about data centers in the traditional sense. Sources claim that Elon Musk is considering the construction of gigantic complexes that would consume as much energy as small megacities. These facilities are intended to become true factories of artificial intelligence, where millions of AI chips continuously train neural networks for vehicles, robots, and future infrastructure management systems. According to analysts, the problem with modern AI is that humanity has literally reached the ceiling of computing power. Today, almost every major AI company faces the same issue. Models continue becoming larger and more complex, but training them is unbelievably expensive. Launching a large language model can cost tens of millions of dollars in electricity and computing resources alone. And when it comes to creating intelligence for millions of robots, the expenses begin to look astronomical. That is why, according to rumors, Musk wants to completely change the architecture of AI training. Instead of building traditional server centers, Tesla is allegedly developing modular next-generation AI factories. Each complex would consist of giant computational sections connected through ultra-high-speed communication channels. According to engineers familiar with the concept, these systems are supposed to operate like a single digital organism in which information is transmitted almost instantly. Sources claim that the new giant AI chips play a special role in this system. Their key feature is not only power, but also the ability to exchange data with each other at maximum speed. In modern data centers, an enormous amount of time is lost specifically during information transfer between GPUs. Tesla allegedly wants to eliminate this barrier entirely. That is why company engineers are experimenting with new types of chip packaging, silicon interconnects, and even photonic interfaces where data is transmitted by light. Some insiders claim that prototypes of server blocks are already being tested inside Tesla that generate so much heat that ordinary air cooling becomes useless. Because of this, the company may switch to full liquid immersion cooling, where servers literally operate inside special dielectric fluids. Such technologies were previously used only in military supercomputers and experimental computing centers. The market became especially alarmed by rumors that Tesla is allegedly negotiating with the largest electricity suppliers in the United States to reserve colossal amounts of power capacity for future AI factories. According to several Western journalists, some energy companies have already received requests for infrastructure comparable to the consumption of major industrial enterprises. And this is where it becomes clear why Elon Musk is developing the energy sector so aggressively. Many analysts are beginning to suspect that Tesla Energy and Powerwall megapacks may be part of one gigantic strategy. Future data centers consume unbelievable amounts of energy, and if Tesla can simultaneously produce electricity, store it, and use it for AI training, the company will gain an enormous advantage. Some experts already call this a vertical AI empire. Imagine a system where one corporation simultaneously controls power plants, batteries, AI chips, data centers, robots, vehicles, satellite communications, and software. This is exactly the scenario many competitors now fear. Interestingly, according to insiders, xAI is paying special attention not only to computational power, but also to the cost of computing. Today, training large models is so expensive that only the world's biggest corporations can afford it. Musk allegedly wants to radically reduce the cost of AI training in order to accelerate the development of his projects. If Tesla truly creates cheaper and more efficient AI infrastructure, it could change the entire market. Moreover, the primary goal of this computing is not chatbots. According to sources, Musk's main priority right now is physical artificial intelligence, intelligence capable of controlling machines and robots in the real world. And this is far more difficult than text-based models. A robot must simultaneously understand space, movement, balance, objects, people, threats, tools, and thousands of tiny details. To achieve this, Tesla is gathering colossal amounts of data. Millions of the company's vehicles already form a massive information collection network. Every Tesla records road situations, object movement, human behavior, and weather conditions. And in the future, millions of Optimus robots are expected to join this network. According to rumors, this is exactly what the new generation of giant AI chips is being built for. They will train a unified intelligence for the entire Tesla ecosystem. Every robot, every vehicle, and every factory will become part of one shared neural network. And the more devices connect to it, the faster the system's intelligence will evolve. Some analysts compare what is happening to the creation of a global digital brain. And this is exactly what causes the greatest concern among competitors. If Tesla becomes the first company to create truly scalable physical AI, it could gain an advantage across several industries simultaneously. Rumors about the military potential of such technologies are especially interesting. Although Tesla is not officially connected to the defense industry, experts understand that such AI systems carry enormous strategic significance. Autonomous vehicles, robots, drones, and data analysis systems are all directly connected to future military technologies. According to some analytical centers, this is precisely why the United States is now supporting the development of its domestic AI industry so aggressively. Washington clearly understands that the country which first creates next-generation artificial intelligence infrastructure will gain an enormous advantage in global politics. Sources claim that this is exactly where Musk is trying to play his biggest game. He wants to turn Tesla and xAI not just into technology companies, but into the foundation of a new AI economy. And many industry employees already openly say that the race between Tesla and NVIDIA is starting to resemble a new space race. Interestingly, some former semiconductor engineers believe that traditional GPU architecture is gradually approaching its limits. Modern AI models are growing so quickly that old approaches are becoming too expensive and energy-intensive. That is why Tesla may be experimenting with radically new types of computing systems. Among the most discussed rumors is the use of enormous monolithic chips, neuromorphic elements, and even specialized AI modules designed exclusively for robot training. Some analysts suggest that Tesla is not just trying to build a more powerful GPU, but an entirely new artificial intelligence architecture. A special role in this story is played by TSMC. According to insiders, the company's largest production lines are already overloaded with AI chip orders. That is why the world's biggest corporations are now effectively fighting for access to advanced manufacturing nodes. And if Tesla truly wants to mass produce its own giant AI chips, it will have to enter a real war for production capacity. Some experts believe this will become the next global crisis. The world has already seen wars over oil, then came wars over rare earth metals. Now begins an era of competition for computing power. AI chips are becoming a new strategic resource of the planet. What is especially alarming is the speed of what is happening. Just a few years ago, artificial intelligence seemed experimental. Today, the world's largest corporations are investing hundreds of billions of dollars into computing infrastructure. Data centers are growing faster than factories. AI chips are being sold out instantly, and demand continues to explode. That is why many analysts are convinced that Musk is not planning to stop at competition with NVIDIA. His ultimate goal may be far larger. Some sources claim that within xAI there are discussions about building a super-intelligent system capable of controlling millions of devices simultaneously, from cars and robots to energy grids and satellite communications. If that is true, then Tesla's giant AI chips are not just a technology. They become the foundation of a future digital civilization. And that is exactly why the entire tech world is now watching every move of Elon Musk with such tension. But perhaps the most alarming part of this entire story is not even the chips themselves, but what is happening around them right now inside the American tech industry. According to several insiders, a real hidden panic has begun in Silicon Valley. Many executives of major AI companies are worried that Elon Musk may repeat the Tesla scenario, but this time in the AI chip market. Once upon a time, major automakers laughed at Tesla's electric cars, seeing them as an expensive toy for enthusiasts. But within a few years, Tesla ended up transforming the entire global auto industry. And now more and more analysts are asking whether history might repeat itself again, this time in the world of AI chips. As several analysts connected to data center infrastructure suppliers claim that Tesla and xAI may be preparing to build computing complexes at an unprecedented level, some comparing their future capacity to the largest supercomputers on the planet. Except that while traditional supercomputers are used for science and military calculations, Musk's systems will be continuously training artificial intelligence around the clock. This is why many experts believe that the world is on the verge of a new technological era, where the main resource will no longer be oil, but machine intelligence. And in this new era, giant AI chips may become what nuclear reactors or early space rockets once were, a symbol of technological dominance of a state or a corporation.